Hello and welcome back to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name's Barry and this is your Impact Wrestling review. As you can tell from the title, guys, Impact was pretty fucking shite. I really think that maybe this was been the worst Impact since I started reviewing Impacts. Yeah, let's just get into the review. Again, before we do, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe and hit that notification button. Your support means a bunch to me, and I figured out a way to describe it to you. It would literally be like having, every time somebody likes your video or subscribes, somebody giving you a little bit of candy that you like. Right guys, let's get into the show. So, Sami Callihan versus Rob Van Dam opened the show up here. Sami Callihan picked up the win. I gave this 2 stars. I really thought there could have been something better that happening here. I don't get Katie's kind of distraction. After the match, she kind of distracts him again. It was nothing exciting. Both these guys can do so much better than this, but 2 stars here. We had some Wrestle House stuff, guys, and a few promos and shit, which just weren't that interesting at all. Reno Scum versus Rhino, I gave 1.5 stars. The match was barely anything to speak about. The story here kind of matters a little bit more, and if anything, kind of seeing Heath come back in to get back into action, it's all good by me. Just it really was nothing special. After the match, Heath and Rhino embraced and celebrated in the ring. Scott D'Amore and security come out. D'Amore tells security to escort Heath out, and he goes running as D'Amore questions Rhino. Backstage, Moose is chilling when a monitor turns on behind him, and it's EC3. EC3 kind of goes on saying, like, unless you find him, we're going to deliver this title back to you piece by piece. We'll give you a chance to get your TNA Championship back. But I really wasn't a fan of this. Yeah, I get what they're doing, but I just really wasn't a fan of this whole stalker weird thing. It was back to Wrestle House. We had Triple XL versus the Dealers. This happened. It's just, I don't even know what was happening with that one. Ace Austin and Madman Fulton versus the Rascals. The Rascals picked up the win here, 2.5 stars. It was a pretty solid, enjoyable match. Then we had Motorcycle Machine Guns done a little thing, which was just a segment. I wasn't really enjoying about it. Then we had Wrestle House Rosemary versus Valkyrie. Valkyrie picked up the win. I gave this 1 star. It was a Wrestle House match. I don't know what else to say. Then we get Impact World Championship. Eric Young versus Eddie Edwards. Eric Young picked up the win just around the 13-minute mark. 3.5 stars. This was a big win for Eric Young. A surprising one for me, since I thought Eddie would have probably had the championship a little bit longer. But I guess these guys are going to be coming into like a little feud. Overall, the whole show I gave 2 stars. For the most part, tonight's show was hard to watch, guys. Apart from the main event. The main event was the only thing that was really good in the show, and I would recommend you go watch it. The rest of it was a struggle. It was really hard to watch. You have the Wrestle House stuff was annoying. There's a lot of lackluster promos and segments. The Wrestle House thing is really starting to get my nerves now. I just wish we would maybe put it on YouTube and do it like that. But yeah, I just felt there was something missing from tonight. The past couple of weeks have been really great within within Impact. I've really enjoyed them, and I don't think there's been a exceptionally bad Impact since I started reviewing these. This one was probably the worst that I've seen, and I'd recommend you just to watch the main event and pick up the clips on YouTube. There was nothing really exciting. I get what they're trying to do, but to get somebody to come away from like WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, you've got your AEW, NXT, to come away from that and come into Impact, they really need to start up their game a little bit. And for some reason, I really feel like it was they put on like a lesser show because NXT was on that night. I don't know why, but yeah, guys, that was it. It wasn't great. Overall, 2 stars. The main event was fantastic, but the rest of it was poor. Yeah, I love you to leave you there, guys, and don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for the AEW review. Yeah, AEW tomorrow. Anyway, guys, see you then.